Welcome into the Film Guy Network. It's football season, which means I've got a film study for you. What's up? You like that? You really like that? Let's shut up and grind some tape. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome in to the Film Guy Network on a fabulous whatever day it is. However, whenever you found this, appreciate you for being here. If you're new to the network, I'm Brooks Austin, the lead host around here, the film guy, I guess you could call me. Played some college football, talk a lot of college football around this network, and we've taken a different approach with the film studies this year. I've kind of really just approached it as, hey, what's interest me? What am I interested in? And what do I know people will be interested in if I put something out about that? And something I'm certainly interested in is why or what is going on, I should say, with this Tennessee passing offense. We know the running game is really, really spectacular right now, or at least Dylan Sampson is really, really spectacular right now. But what is going on with the explosive passing game? Why can't they connect on some of these shots? Going into the Florida matchup, we knew the numbers, 6 of 22 on passes thrown beyond 10 yards of the line of scrimmage. And the struggles continued in this Florida football game. So I broke the tape out and was really, really curious as to what the primary issue is. So we're gonna break out this Florida tape, Tennessee versus Florida. Obviously, this game went into overtime. A tremendous job by Heupel and that defensive bunch for continuing to win football games as their offense is kind of sputtering right now. In the SEC, that's really, really hard to do, okay? Even at home, even against a bad Florida team. I think what we're seeing around college football right now is there really are no really bad football teams, at least in the SEC, except for maybe Mississippi State, but even they put one on this weekend. A year of college football. Hey, we got a saying around here. Let's shut up and let's grind the tape. All right, we're going to the board. As usual, again, I always wonder what people who have found this channel for the first time, what they think of it when they first see it. They're like, wow, who's this big-headed moron talking about my football team? All right, let's do it. All right, first thing you're going to notice from Florida, I'm going to tell you right now, they must have read the stats going into this football game because for the first time, I saw a defense play y'all for the first time in a couple of years, completely unafraid of your passing attack, and you can kind of see it from the jump, right? They're going to dedicate more bodies, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, more bodies to that box than we have seen on this network studying Tennessee tape in probably 3 or 4 years. Most teams back off you guys. They lighten the box. They try to dedicate more guys to the pass, all right, and stop the box with light counts. That's what we've talked about on this network for a long, long time. Florida opens up the football game. They are not. They're going to stack that box, load that box, and absolutely dare to cover you guys, all right? You're starting the football game as an offense is Tennessee rolling the quarterback. And what you will see, okay, with every offense, if they struggle to protect their quarterback, or if their quarterback is struggling to see it, or if they're struggling to create separation, they're going to roll the Q, all right? Rolling the quarterback, getting him downhill, having everything run towards his face. That's a lot easier, and we don't necessarily have to worry about protection. So if we got a liability, and Tennessee certainly does at left tackle, if we have a liability, we can kind of avoid that, especially to start the football game. You'll see them come back to this as the game continues, okay? Let's go to 0-23. This is another good, clean picture of what I'm talking about. 1st and 10, they're on an island out here, one-on-one. There's a wide receiver down here at the bottom of your screen that you can't see. That's one-on-one. The safety's right here, and his eyes are on the box. So if we take the box right here again, that is a very, very clouded look in there, and that is them telling you, hey, we're going to try to cover you guys today. We don't think, A, that we can stop it with light boxes, or B, that you can beat us out there in the passing game, okay? So open it up to start the football game. And that's why you say, look, this run's going to hit, but there's an additional body in the box that we're unaccounting for, right? We have nobody for that backside defensive end. They have too many guys in the box. All right, we're pulling one for him. We're pulling another for that one. We've got that accounted for. We do not have anybody for that backside defensive end. He's going to run you down. We're going to 38. I don't know what the left tackle is doing. okay? I really don't. They're trying to run counter back this way, okay? They're trying to run counter back this way, which means this front side block on this defensive end is crucial. So I think what the footwork is here, because they're in an odd front, is Florida with that head-up defensive end. I think what the footwork is to come to balance, invite him inside, and then we've got to collect him and take him down. What we can't do is allow this defensive end to fight back over the top because we're trying to seal this edge. And what we really can't do is just allow him to run right through our face, all right, and right through our inside gap and blow up the play. Okay, right now, Tennessee has an arc release from the tight end for the front side nickel player. Okay, they've got somebody for him. They've got a backside puller for the front side inside linebacker, and they've got a backside tackle pulling for the backside inside linebacker. Or if the safety fills, he can take that guy. We call it MDM, most dangerous man, right? You are taking MDM when you're that final puller, all right? And guess what? The MDM, the most dangerous man blocker, the guy pulling for the safety essentially, all right, is now having to pick up garbage and pick up wash because the front side tackle got beat across his face. Okay, got beat across his face on a down block. All right. Honestly, the more I watch this tape, the more I think about, like, if Tennessee weren't as uber talented as they are right now at running back, because the offensive line, they're putting up numbers, but it ain't like the offensive line, from what I'm watching, is out here balling, okay? Minute 08. I like to start with the early parts of this football game and show you how things are developing as the game progresses. So bear with me. These normally, if you're new here, these are normally a little bit longer, studies than you might find traditionally on film or on YouTube. All right, I like this from him. Now, watch this. This is important. Okay, early on in the football game, when pockets are pretty clean, we haven't been rushed all day yet. All right, we're still early in the football game. Watch how his lower body, come over here, how his lower body ties with his keys, okay? If we're over here, if this is 1, our lower body's going to go with it. As our eyes move to 2, our lower body's going to come with it. As our eyes move to 3, our lower body's going to go with it. The reason being, quarterback is very sudden, all right? So as we get to the read, if our eyes are there and our feet aren't, we're not ready to throw. So there's going to be some separation there. This early on in the football game is what it looks like. Look at him. Eyes and feet tied together. Now, if we take a still frame on the next shot, I bet you his eyes and feet are tied to his second read. Watch, boom. All right, here he comes. Feet and eyes tied together. We're processing through our reads. We're clicking through our reads. Oh, by the way, with a nice clean pocket. All right, that is a requirement when clicking through our reads as a quarterback. If something's at our feet aren't going to be comfortable. Okay, not unless we're C.J. Stroud and we're just subhuman or superhuman as a 22-year-old. Most of us don't have that. All right, so great job right here. This is what it looks like, and watch the results. We're going to rip a C, boom, right in between the window. Now, when we go back to the tight, all right, we actually get a replay here, I believe. No, we don't. All right. All right, but this is the window. Underneath, all right? And we're ripping that ball right between those guys, hopefully over the spot of the ball, all right? Now, Florida starts to make adjustments, okay? What I want you guys to take a mental picture. There's no safety right here, right? He is carrying deep with the post, all right? And as the game progresses, you're going to start seeing this safety start to leak in. The very next time they run this concept with a post and a deep drag from the number 2 from the backside, all right, that safety is going to damn near take his head off. All right, so you got to be watching out as defenses make adjustments towards you as a young quarterback. See how far this safety is? Here in a couple drives, that safety is going to be right there ready to put a hat on a hat. All right. Take a mental note, class. We will be returning to that picture. 132. That's what I'm talking about with the run game, man. Like, y'all are just right, just one block every once in a while away from real big exploders, right? Real big explosives. And this counter is very difficult against these odd stacks, okay? Because we don't really have anyone to really traditionally block down on the defensive end. So what this tackle is going to do is what we call a collect step. He's going to step down, wait for that defensive end to collision him, and he's either going to fully collect and take him across his body, all right, or the backside puller is supposed to help him and chip up. Jonathan, I don't know if you're going to need to zoom in right here to really show this because we are on a TV copy. but I want you to show what this right tackle's doing. There's that collect technique, right? He is collecting the blow from that defensive end. Now, he very clearly thinks he's going to get some help and some deliverance from this first puller, right? This first puller's job is probably to deliver that defensive tackle back over across the face of his right tackle. Look, it never happens. They never really get a touch on him, and boom, now a defensive end is standing in the play side gap on the run. Again, luckily for you guys, if you're a Tennessee fan watching this, the back is really, really special. The back is really special. One-on-ones everywhere. One-on-ones everywhere. As a defensive alignment structure, they were not scared of you guys, man. They were not scared of this offense. They thought they could cover you. Look at the picture. We're one-on-one over here. There's one-on-one down here at the bottom. There's one-on-one over here. These two safeties, they're going to be heavy into the box as well. They just had generally zero fear of you guys taking shots on them and hitting them at least. Now, this is a picture I want to show you. Okay, boom. We're going to stop the play, all right, as the running back approaches the line of scrimmage. Now, Jonathan and class, y'all find me an offensive lineman still attached to their assignment, please. I dare you, all right, because there ain't going to be one. He's on the second level already, having been made miss. Okay, one. We got one. All right, you're on your face right there. The tight end is already detached. We got two guys touching turf over there. All right, it's just left and right. This offensive line, not very good. Not very good, consistently not very good. And somehow the damn back almost turns it into a first down. Now, should have been a first down, had the right play call, probably didn't get it executed. Now, 3rd and 1, okay, we got a little bit of indecisiveness from a young quarterback. Pull or don't, okay? There is no, we either do or we don't. We hand it off, we pull it now. I think there's a little bit of indecisiveness here. I haven't heard what Nico probably said or was asked about this after postgame. I don't know exactly what happened here, but every time I've been in a meeting room, Jonathan, when these types of situations happen, you know who takes the blame? The quarterback. So anybody standing up here has to throw the criticism that way as well. Anytime we have a fumbled center exchange, anytime we have a bad mesh on a read option, anytime we're in bad pitch phase sometimes as a quarterback, we got to take that blame. We're going to 309. I know I'm already slow. Hey, they think they can cover you again. Look, boom. +1. They got 8 guys dedicated to the box. That means you got one-on-ones elsewhere. This might as well be covered 0 against you guys. This is, Jonathan, you've seen us break down how many different years have we been breaking down this hypo offense? 3 or 4? Have you ever seen a team be this willing to do this? No. And here's the deal. If anybody's worth a salt at anything defensive back-wise, they're going to look at this and go, oh, shit, Florida did it? Oh, I might mess around and see if I can do it too. So you better start hitting these shots because they're walking down on you for a purpose. Now, granted, the ball's in your own end, okay? So maybe they're getting a little bit more aggressive with the ball at the 10 right here. But nonetheless, man, they're firing corners. They're firing, outside linebackers. They're putting 8 or 9 guys dedicated to the run. They are selling out knowing that they think they can cover you. Now, it does require great individual efforts. And remember, it's us talking about tying our feet to our eyes. But watch this front side inside linebacker. As this H-back motions out, he's going to carry too. But this number 2 wide receiver is going to run a button hook. Watch number 28. Tell me this guy ain't well prepared. Boom, going to sit right on it. We're going to take that away right here on 2nd and 7. Most linebackers will just do this one, and they'll turn and they'll face the quarterback. Meanwhile, the guy's running right behind him. This guy turns around, faces up, and then runs the route with him. That's a great job by 28. We denied the initial option. Now, we're in scramble mode. But let me ask you this, and I'm okay with it. We're a great athlete. We're trying to make a play. Gets called back for a ticky-tack hold on the right tackle. But let's look at this replay, okay? Let's look at this replay. Now know what the concepts are. We got that first guy running this square in. That's getting taken away by that guy. Now, we also have another square in coming in behind it. You'll see it as it opens up through the picture right here. That's another square in coming in behind it. Now, let's go back to the wide, and I want to have a discussion, all right, and an open-minded discussion, all right, because this is going to keep showing up. By the way, at this point in the evaluation, we're 6 games in, We just know we're not ever going to have clean pockets, or we can't expect clean pockets, right? At this point in the season and at this point through the game, probably, we have to start learning that, hey, we're either going to have to start scrambling immediately like he does right here, or we're going to have to stand in and strike, right? We're going to have to stand in and deliver and be willing to take hits with muddy pockets. All right, here we go. Back to this one. Here's the first reads taken away, right? We can probably click to 2 because number 2's coming back in. We have that other square in working right now. Now, is the pocket dirty? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, it is. Do we still have an opportunity to maybe deliver this football? Yeah. I'm being hopeful, though. I'm being really, really hopeful. But it's a discussion that you need to be having, all right, because it's going to show up in the tape later. As these pockets start to get muddier and muddier, we are consistently taking our young quarterback and almost hampering his development as a processor, right? Because now he's sped up the entire football game because the pockets are collapsing on him really, really quickly. Again, I know he's right there at his feet, so I'm gonna nix this one and we're gonna move on to the next clip. But I do think we probably could click back and get back to that secondary square in right there. All right, or at least like could we reset? You know what I mean? Could we reset up off that spot and throw that? I know y'all work that. I know the drills are there throughout the offseason doing that, but it's nice and easy to say right here on the board when live bullets are throwing. Bottom line, can't get called for a hold at right tackle when your quarterback's fighting for his life trying to make a play. All right, I'm gonna do a lot of crapping on 53 on this film study, but I'm gonna do some defense of him right here. I don't know how many left tackles are cutting that 4-eye across his face when he dives in like that. I just don't. I don't know how many, maybe Trent Williams. Look at this right here. That's a loss. It's gonna be a loss. All right, and because they have that big fat nose tackle, the center can't pinch hinge on you either, right? Normally, what's happening right here as we pull the backside guard and the backside, or excuse me, they're pulling it looks like the center and the backside guard. As we do that, we have nobody to back block on that defensive end, who, by the way, has inside leverage on us. All right, so I think we're in a bad position right here as a left tackle. Could we have gotten off the football much faster? You bet your butt. All right, but we're just never going to get across the face right there. I don't know how many guys do. Right or wrong, Jonathan? Especially on the goal line when that guy's super aggressive. We're going to 428. All right. They travel with motion right here. It's 3rd and 15. You've conceded the possession. You've conceded the possession. And this one right here is for the random Georgia fan that's watching this. All right. Even the most genuinely great offensive coordinators concede possessions because sometimes my coach used to say, best drive ends in a kick. Whatever it is, it ends in a kick. A punt is a good play. It means we didn't turn the ball over. It means we at least moved field position, right? All right. Turnovers are bad. So yeah, I'm with Heupel right there. I'm conceding the possession. Because we ain't doing much right now to believe we can protect to drive the football on 4th and or 3rd and a zip code either. All right, this is a minor coaching point that I would imagine they delivered in the film room. This play should absolutely hit. If you pause this right here, as a coordinator, I'm thinking, oh my God, did I do a number? Right? I got one for him, and I got an alley. And we should be absolutely going. We got one of our best playmakers, the ball in space. Here's the problem. Brew, we really, really, really got to press this block. All right, what you're going to see happen here is I'm going to pause it when Brew makes his move. He's making his move right now. Boom. We just cut out. We cut out, though, a good 4 or 5, 5 yards from the block. This is the definition of why coaches talk about pressing the block. Because right now, the safety has all this time in the world to fall back into this play because we didn't press. We didn't run up to the heels of this blocker and then make our move outside, right? So watch us lose leverage as a blocker. Boom. We lose leverage as a blocker because we didn't exactly press that block. That's an example of what, announcers are talking about when they say, oh, we got to really, really press that block right there. That's what they're talking about. We made that move way, way, way too early, allowed that safety to stretch us and banana peel us out. What's our timestamp there, J. Will? 20 minutes. All right, we are behind, but it is all good. It is all good. Florida front six brought the fight. That's what the note says right here. 2nd and 4 again. All right, run down right here for Tennessee, trying to run the football. And I see guys displacing, all right? I see guys displacing Tennessee offensive line. Boom. Let me see. No, we have plenty of time right here to get set. One thing I will say about this Tennessee O-line, and I can relate as a former big fat guy. They play so fast, and they get back on the ball so fast that I see a lot of guys getting into their stance at the last second, and then the ball snapping, and then they're catching off the line of scrimmage because they just got set. It's almost like, hey, give them a good half beat there to get their cleats in the ground. Give them a half beat to get their cleats in the ground. All right, I got a 3rd and 1 right here. We're skipping it, I think. All right. Now, this is one of those plays where I really, really, really need the all-22 to kind of really know what's going on. I think they're trying a screen and go right here. All right, but when the safety bails off, I think we're off of this concept now. So we're working back to the short side. All right. That's what I believe to be happening right here. Now, why does it matter? Because, all right, here's what was in the note. I don't think the left tackle is quite athletic enough for this system, to be honest with you. I think it's a very ticky-tack hold. But I don't necessarily know if the left tackle is 100% ready to go in this one, because they do this a lot. They leave this guy one-on-one, short setting too. So he's not like kick sliding. He's not getting back, having plenty of time to get ready to absorb the blow. By the way, when I'm kick setting, what is that? That is time. It's time to release that is being increased. Or excuse me, when I'm regular setting. When I'm quick setting, all right, now I got to block that guy for a longer amount of time. They asked this guy to play basketball on grass a lot, which is going to be great when Dylan Sanders gets there. David Sanders. When David Sanders gets there, best basketball on grass player in high school football right now. He's incredible. All right, so they're going to be all right very, very soon. But right now, this guy ain't cutting it. He's getting abused in these types of situations where, all right, we have you blocked at the line of scrimmage, essentially, and now you have to hold this positioning for 3.5 seconds so we can drive the ball down the field. He ain't winning. All right, he's not winning enough. Now, here's what I was talking about a little bit earlier. I think this pocket's relatively clean. I do. We're working left. We like the screen and go. I think, again, don't have the all-22, but we do it. I also have additional concepts working on the backside to be our 2nd, 3rd, 4th, reads, okay? And I do believe that eventually, had this guy been playing with clean pockets his whole life or the whole game, we probably do trust our offensive line to hold up and get back to these additional reads. But instead, at this point in the season, we're just pulling the ball down and taking off. That's what I'm talking about earlier, when we're probably stunting the growth of a young quarterback who should be working back. Right? He should be working back over here because, look, the pocket is clean for the first time all day. And now he's bailing because for the first time all day, it's actually clean. And we've got a really bad habit of doing this already because, again, we don't play in clean pockets. Look, eyes forward, base flat. Eyes forward, base flat. Now, he's in a scramble position because he's about to take off the scramble. But what if he actually saw color right now? He's got to throw this one like, flat-footed and square-footed, and we're not bringing our feet with our eyes. Again, because we're scrambling. All right, 6:30. Again, not scared of you. Not scared of you at all. They got 2 guys over your 2. They got 1 guy over your guy. It's going to get harder and harder and harder to run the football, all right? And they're firing the corner over there. All right, great job right here rerouting, all right, knowing that we have a corner blitz and throwing up underneath. Okay, get your little rib meat right there. All right, we're gonna poop on you the rest of the show. But all right, okay. Get your little something, Mr. Hurd. It's unfortunate. Unfortunate, Mr. Hurd, about to take this L on the channel. All right, Frontside safety. Hey, remember I told the class, take a mental photo of that second window dig that they were running up underneath, right? Take a mental note of where that frontside safety is, because that frontside safety done got in the mix, all right? Frontside safety done got in the mix. Wham! Can't be, I'm not saying it's repetitive in concept. It is a deep bender, and eventually guys will start figuring stuff out. Guys will start seeing it a little bit better, right? Watch him. Now, we came off the sideline and coach said, hey, once you carry that post vertically, get your eyes back inside for whatever's coming back to you. All right, so now look at him. He's squared back up, ready for this to work back over. This is a great play right here by this safety. I would play the football, though. Play the ball, not the man. Play the ball. It's right there for you. Pick it off. Surprised that didn't get a flag. Nowadays, any big hit like that automatically drags one. Automatically drags one. At this point in the notes, I'm pretty sure I've already written down, when are you going to take a shot? Because they haven't yet, right? They haven't thrown the ball deep yet, and they are getting real heavy boxes. Right, like right now, they're just trying to stretch the box just a little bit with a nice RPO. I think they need to put more of these in the game plan, by the way, and more of these in the book. It's a quarterback who, despite how tall and long he is really quick and efficient with the ball. He can get it in and out, makes really quick decisions, and throws strikes like this. I would put a lot more RPOs in the playbook as of right now, when, at least against teams like this, when you're going to start getting heavier and heavier boxes. By the way, Squirrel White played tough as nails in this football game. Tough as nails. I'm pretty sure he entered with a shoulder injury, separated his damn shoulder in this game, had them shove it back into place, and then went back out there and played again. Football guy. All right, here we go. Another example. Tying the feet to the eyes. Look, here we go. Watch us come back. Right now, whoop, we're square-footed again. Again, I know we are in a scramble mode, and we are fighting for our life right now as a young quarterback, all right? But we are not doing the fundamentals of what we work, right? We work tying our feet to our eyes the entire time. Right now, we're already late, all right? Right now, as we go to move our eyes this way, I know we're about to lose this. I'm very aware, all right? But even in the fundamentals right now, as we bring our eyes over here, we are not bringing our feet. And here's the deal. If we needed to reset right now and throw this ball that is clean, right, by the way, the running back is doing his job. He's stepping up in there. That freshman running back's trying his best to fight for his life and take on that linebacker in the face. We have a window. If our feet were ready, if our eyes and our lower body were tied to our eyes, because our brain's there, all right, our body is not coming with us, we would be able to probably rip and throw this strike, wouldn't we? All right. But again, if I'm sitting here as a young quarterback, I'm like, well, I had to do this, because the running back didn't step up all the way into the pocket and pick up this blitz. So all of these things can certainly be excused away. And this is something that I would want to talk to him about it, right? It's like, if I were his coach, I'm like, hey, why didn't we bring our upper body with us? Well, coach, the running back, I felt him getting beat. All right, you're feeling stuff that, I'm seeing. So that's good. Left tackle's a liability. Left tackle's a liability. Left tackle is a liability. For how much they put him on an island, and they show a replay of a different blitz, okay? That's not the one he actually just got sacked on, I don't believe, or a different sack. But this is pretty constant right here. He looks lumbersome and lead-footed, to be honest with you. He also looks to me like sometimes he's very gassed in the middle of possessions. All right, very gassed in the middle of possessions. And then he puts stuff on tape that I'm going to show you in a little bit that just don't make no sense. All right, so I told you on my notes that I was like, hey, where's the shot? When's the shot going to come? They're loading the box up against you guys. I know you don't feel like you can protect. How are you going to drive the ball down the field? Here we go, roll him left. Roll him left, all right, play action, deep shot, let's hit a bomb. Now, got to hit these. Got to hit these, got to catch these. I don't like to assume a lot of blame or credit a lot of blame on these. So-and-so was right, so-and-so was wrong, so-and-so's got to drop, so-and-so. nonetheless, these 55-yard bombs, these are really, really hard to connect. And this is where this offense has struggled, all right, all year long or at least like the last 3 games against Power 4 opponents. Now, here's what I will say. You react way late to this ball being thrown back towards the middle of the field. But the ball has to be thrown back to the middle of the field because there's a safety right in front of you, which you were running to, by the way. All right, you saw him and then ran it up the middle of the field. There's a very, very late adjustment here by Squirrel White where we're bending, all right, a little bit tad late. But it's tough, man. We're throwing that back over your shoulder. That's a really, really tough grab, but we got to have it. Got to have that to open up this offense completely, right? To really start to get back to those explosive runs that you're used to get back to the explosive offense that you're used to. Got to start hitting those shots. And until then, right, and until you can start effectively hitting the shots and lightening the box from now on, your quarterback's legs are going to have to be involved. And this is something I would imagine they don't like to do a ton right now, even though he's really good at it. I wouldn't want to do it knowing that this is my future. This is my lifeblood. My whole entire offensive structure for the next 2 years revolves around this guy. So I wouldn't be too, run prone. I think this is the only design really keeper that they gave him. All right. But, you're going to have to start doing it to get some chunk plays to even out those run boxes and run counts if they continue to get heavier. Now, here's what I was talking about with playing fast and playing with pace. All right, 33 seconds left on the clock. They finally got a first down. They're trying to get on the ball and get another chunk play via the run game. All right, and our right guard gets rag tossed. Our right guard gets hit right in the mouth by this nose tackle and gets thrown right off of his assignment on counter. And now we're blown up in the backfield on counter on 1st and 10, and now it's 2nd and 12. All right. Now I'm not blaming this on the system. This is lack of execution is what it looks like, right? We can't get on the ball. Finally, we got a good play and then just get our shit rocked by the nose tackle as an offensive guard. And we're down blocking. Like we're running into him. We should be ready for that. We should be delivering blows, not receiving them. Timestamp, J-Will.
32.
All right. Hey, we got to hit this. 3rd and 7. I'm going to put this one on the queue. All right. Because there ain't nobody to put it on elsewhere. All right, protection's finally clean. Well, never mind. We got a center our left guard absolutely getting walked. So it's never clean. It's absolutely never clean right now for this cat. But here we go. Let's look at it from the end zone cut. All right, and I'll show you what I think's happening. I think we're overstriding. Our alignment, we took this front hip, it's pointing straight to the sideline. All right, and where this ball ultimately lands. All right. I think our landmark on our front foot is just a little bit off. How couldn't it be? How couldn't it be? We're getting blown up. Getting blown up right here. Okay. But we can't miss this bad, right? We can't miss that bad. All right. I don't care if you're the biggest Nico fan and supporter in the world. We cannot miss a deep shot on 3rd and 7 that should be a touchdown this bad. You want to see some lunacy, Jonathan?
I would love to.
This is absolute lunacy. All right, they get stuffed on 3rd and 2. It is 4th and 1, ball on their own 10. Do they ever? Do they ever? I'm sitting here cutting this tape last night, and I'm thinking, ain't no way. Ain't no way. Got to be a hard count, right? Bullshit. They out here running it. They out here running the rock on 4th and 1, ball at their own 10. Lunacy. At this point in the game, I was like, all right, they got to roll now. They got to roll now. At home, this place was bonkers. Did you watch this game? Oh. Absolutely bonkers. All right, the stadium environment there, just stupid crazy. All right, I thought they were going to absolutely roll at this point as soon as they're just like, coach is like, here they are. Look at these puppies. By the way, in 2 minutes, they don't do much with the rest of this possession, but absolute lunacy right there. All right, now coach calls another winner. And Georgia fans, again, the ones who are watching this network right now, they can certainly relate to this. And really anybody who is just one play away or one bit of execution away or one thing away and just, we're so close to a big explosive. The center's out late, all right? That's why the number 70 bypassed this guy. Let's watch it from the top and I'll show you what happens. All right, 70 gets out, all right, and he's running for the alley defender right now. 63 is supposed to hip toss this nose tackle and get out for the mic. He gets out late because this nose tackle is a behemoth. All right, we're out late now, and the whole play's thrown off because he can actually make a play. But look at this, man. There ain't nobody in the damn picture for miles. All right, if you get this caught and blocked, it's a damn explosive right here in 2 minutes. You're rolling. You're probably going to go score. All right, the other thing that's a problem here is this is the easiest play in the world for the right tackle. This is the easiest play in the world. It's the one play in the playbook where coach is like, hey, get beat. You're like, what? Get beat? You're like, yeah, get beat. But get beat upfield. All right, so make him run past you. So what are we going to do? The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to underset. I'm going to get here, and I'm going to be real lackadaisical with that first step. I'm going to make him think he's got a speed rush. And then as it goes, I'm going to just run him on by. What I can't do is this. I can't let him fight back in, because if he fights back in, he can ultimately make this play. So yeah, let's say the center hypothetically does get this block, right? Let's say he does get this block. Guess what? We've lost back here too. We've lost back here too. So you literally, on offense, you have to do your 111th every single time. If you don't do your job, you could be the guy that cost us a big play. You could be the guy that cost us a big play. On that play, unfortunately, there's multiple guys that could cost you a big play. They're conceding that to you guys at this point. I'm trying to get to the important ones here. All right, you just can't do this as a quarterback. You can't do this as a quarterback. You cannot throw this football. Doink. And here, I can explain why. I can explain why he threw this football and why this ball is intercepted and why he didn't see this underneath defender who floats with him the entire time. All right, but nonetheless, we can't do this. And let me explain it to you. Let's get the wide shot of it. So we have a switch release working at the top. All right, watch these two wide receivers. All right, they drew the switch release out for you, okay? But they don't exchange the release until about 10 yards down the field. So he's staring at this the entire time. He's reading, what do these two defenders do with this stacked release? All right, we have the square end coming, and then we have a comeback, 12 back down to 10 at the sticks on the far side, albeit on the right hash. So this is why they recruit who they recruit. All right, if you want to go play in this system, you better have an absolute hose. You can't do otherwise. All right, so this is why they recruit the types of quarterbacks that they do. Now, the problem is, as we're reading this, we can't see this guy floating up underneath because we're staring out at this concept. So why doesn't he see it? Well, he doesn't see it because he's staring at the concept. Now, here's what I will say. I think we probably should throw the comeback anyways, right? But then again, I look at this and I'm telling you, I ain't throwing that ball. I'm not. I'm on the right hash. That is a 40-yard throw. It's a 40-yard throw that I'm going to have to throw now, and I'm going to have to rip the ever-loving you-know-what out of it and hope that he doesn't undercut it. Oh, and by the way, I'm going to throw it up and away from Squirrel White right now. I'm not throwing that ball. You know what you should do right here? You should put it in your pocket. You should put it in your pocket and live to fight another down. They rushed 3 and dropped 8. They got you beat. What were you saying? Oh. Rushed 3 and dropped 8. They got you beat. But here's the main problem, in my opinion. Okay. They have an absolute liability at left tackle. An absolute liability. And again, we're rushing to the ball. All right, there's 31 seconds left. They're not lined up. So as an offensive lineman, my picture's not clear. All right, yeah, it looks like they're having a chaotic moment as a defense, but as soon as the ball snapped, they're just going to line up and go straight. All right, but as an offensive lineman, if I've got a responsibility like gap down backer, meaning I've got to take the gap that's in front of me, I've got to go down, and on my track, if no one's there, I'm going to the backer, gap down backer. That's the responsibility of this left tackle. On your way down, dude, he's right there. He's right there. Take him. I don't know what this is. Matter of fact, he's staring at you in your face. I don't know what this is. Counter should hit right here. I mean, good God, do they have the numbers? These guys are over here past the center. All right. We're supposed to be down blocking all the way out here. They're not even running counter. They're running one pull, almost like power. We have a guy for that guy. We should be running this ball right now onto the safety who, oh, by the way, is getting stock blocked by the tight end. This should be an explosive. This should be an explosive, but instead it's a TFL. One more time on the timestamp there, J-Will. All right. There's a couple plays that I absolutely positively have to hit, like this one right here, 19-20. Again, this is going to look beautiful when David Sanders is running it. All right, but it don't look so much right now. And it's what's so confusing because look, this looks lead-footed and lumbersome. All right, this is leaning over our toes. This is completely out of control. This is losing the rep, all right, because we are not in control of our own body when we get there, right? But here's what's so weird to me. We have tape like this. He puts that on tape. And then, I mean, no less than 10 minutes later in the football game, you're in the red zone, and Buddy puts this on tape. All right, he puts this on tape. Look at this. Look at this. We saw one rep of you looking like the most unathletic human being on the planet, and then you put this on tape. I would be so frustrated. I would be so frustrated as a football coach. And the only thing, and look, I'm outside the room, but when I'm watching this, and it's been week after week, all right, I get tagged in clips from Tennessee fans. Can you explain this? The only thing I can explain is that he must not be in good shape. It's the only thing I can think of. It's the only reason why we have such variances in effort and variances in ability on tape. Because that's incredible. And then we have reps like we just saw just a couple minutes ago. All right, let's go to 2032. Zero separation, zero. Oh, no. I want to give good props and good credit right here on this third down play. This is tremendous. Georgia, watch this. Okay, Georgia was getting their butt whipped against Mississippi State with this type of shit, right? Left and right. Corner couldn't play it. They couldn't figure it out. Watch this corner pass this off. Look, in, out, take it away. All right, quarterback's now got to take the football and take off. Great play by 34. Just a tremendous effort play right here. But good play design, should have been a winner. Defense takes it away. Now quarterback's got to go make a play. And then the very next play, all right, this is, I think, a fake injury. Yeah. Now, I will say this about Florida. Florida's coaching staff must be out here putting on a clinic on acting. Because this dude, when he hit the ground, bro looked like he was finna die. Watch this. Watch the replay, or when they show him. He's out here hitting the turf, rolling around, hitting the hitting them all. All right, so yeah, they do it a little bit better than Ole Miss. Ole Miss just sits on their butt and holds the leg like, Dude, it's 60 degrees outside. It's the fourth play of the game. What are you doing? You're talking about some cramps. All right, the very next play. This is awesome by this corner. Absolutely awesome. Watch this corner down here on the bottom. All right. Boom, they force the stack release. Don't worry. My nickel's going to work over the top of me. No separation at all on this corner route. He's in his pocket. Now, here's what I will tell you. We're reading this mesh point, right? We're reading these two guys. Look at his eyes. We're down here reading these two guys. The moment we see this nickel defender work over the top and we have Squirrel White on this underneath option route, we probably should be hitting Squirrel White. Right? Boom. Okay? But here's the deal. Yet again, now we got a freshman at running back, and he whiffs. He whiffs on his pass protection. So I can sit here all day, and I can say, ooh, look at this. Ooh, look at this picture. Nice and clear. Should be hitting this guy. No, well, we're immediately getting pressurized right now by this linebacker in Shamar James. I think that's who that is. Okay? One block away at all times. You're one right read away at all times. All right? And that's what it feels like. 23-44. Now, y'all get the ball back after scoring, I think. Is that what happens here? Yes. All right. Y'all get the ball back. This is right after Florida or Lagway throws a pick. Okay? Heupel's trying to murder them. He's trying to cut their throat right now. End of the game. We're at home. 8 minutes left. We'll go up 2 scores. Ball game with the way we run the rock. He's trying to kill them. All right. But you just can't hit these right now, man. You just can't hit them. And look, I'm not going to sit here and figure out how you coach up to be 6 inches better, but that's what it is. Now, I know there's probably a questionable PI right there. Well, I don't know. Maybe it was a phantom touch. A wide receiver wanted it bad, though, when he got up. A wide receiver wanted a PI. I'm trying to pause this perfectly, but this is the difference. You got to hit these. You got to catch these balls, man. Boom. Got to. And if I knew how to get better at it, man, I'd give you the answer. I really would. I think the key, first and foremost, is to figure out protection, right? And figure out what the hell you're going to do at left tackle. Do you need to start helping chip him? Do you need to start figuring out how to slide to him and avoid it? I have no idea. But it is very clear to me that even when pockets are clean now, number 8 does not feel comfortable even in a comfortable pocket. And that is byproduct of what is going on around him. All right, so I hope they can get that cleaned up because I want to see this guy flourish at its ultimate capabilities because it's going to be fun. You see these balls that he's throwing and you're like, holy shit, we didn't even show the one where he's rolling to his left, double clutches it, throws it over a defensive end and hits a wide receiver right in the face mask. Like, he's uber talented. The things around him right now are causing him to not even play to as clean of possibilities as he's capable of. All right, if you enjoyed this, hope you hit the thumbs up button. Hope you subscribe as well to the network. For Brooks Austin from the Film Guy Network, I love you. Bye.